Welcome to the Galvant Gals podcast. I am Natalie and I have Amanda here today with us.
Hello.
But today we're going to talk about I guess it's definitely gossip going around and some new rules and changes that are going on at Disney World. So there's all this talk right now about resort hopping, and there's a lot of talk going about the pros and the cons. And I definitely see pros and cons to this. But there's also a whole lot of confusion going on right now with what are the actual rules? Like, who is this affecting? Can you resort hop period anymore without having an advance reservation? So Amanda, what are the rules that Disney has said?
So the official announcement that we have found is there's a article on the website, on the Walt Disney World website, and it says traveling to and from a Disney resort hotel. It's effective June 28, 2026, and it specifically mentions Disney Springs. So it says bus service from Disney Springs to Disney resort hotels is available for guests staying at a Disney resort hotel or visiting one with a valid dining or experience reservation. Guests may be asked to show a valid resort hotel room key, dining reservation, or experience reservation. Guests with a valid dining or experience reservation may board the appropriate Disney Resort hotel bus from Disney Springs up to 2 hours before their reservation time. Bus services between Disney Resort hotels and Disney Springs is available during Disney Springs operating hours and ends 1 hour after closing. And this is also supposedly affecting the boats that go back and forth to the
Oh,
certain
yes.
resorts. So
I can definitely
that's the
imagine
announcement.
it's affecting the boats as well because everyone wants to go to. When we were just staying at French
Mhm.
Quarters, the
Oh,
line for beignets
hmm,
was so long. It was all the way into the cafeteria. So, and then the boat line was so long too.
yeah.
Um, so yeah, I'm sure they will be scanning at the boat launches. So, how did you read that? That this is just affecting Disney Springs?
I read that as it's just affecting Disney Springs. It's trying to, I think, work on a little bit of crowd control, and I am in favor of it.
I am
Um,
too. I am too. I
I'm
was
in
wondering
favor.
because you had you had posted something about it. I was like, "Oh, is Amanda bummed about this?" But
No,
I am in favor. I am in favor of it too,
I
for
feel like
sure.
we spend our Disney dollars, and there are a few perks of spending Disney dollars that only people spending on property get. And I like to feel like I'm getting just a
Yes.
little bit more out of, because same, on my most recent girls trip, we went, some of the girls had never had the beignets before. And so I was like, okay, we are stopping in the middle of the day and we are
Yeah.
going to take a bus to go over. And so we did, we took a bus. I can't remember what park we were in, but we went and got beignets. The line was astronomical.
Yes.
The wait, now they do crank them out. Like I will give it
Yes.
to
It was
them.
fast,
It moves, but the line is crazy long. The lobby is insane
and it's
and
so small.
it's
Like
so small. And there's like 5 tables in there
no
when you're trying to
tables.
eat
Yeah.
eat your beignets. And so then that takes up, I feel like, the people who are just trying to have their
Eat.
lunch in the
Yeah.
regular cafeteria area, they are losing out on tables. But after we had our beignets, it was delicious. Then we went and got on the boat and went to Disney Springs. We were staying on property, so like it wouldn't have affected us, but
Yeah.
we waited in line. We waited on two boats to come before we finally got on the third one. So like if
Yes.
I'm
And that those boats take a long time.
Yes. And if I'm a person who paid to stay at Riverside or paid to stay at Port Orleans, I'm upset because
Yes.
this was supposed to be a luxury and I can't even utilize it because of how long it's taking. So I'm pro.
Yes.
I'm pro.
I'm pro too. Now, I will say when we stayed there, the line for the beignets was only long during like certain times of day. Like literally
Mm.
everyone must come during like the middle of the day.
Yeah, they're like, we need a reprieve from the heat. We need a
Yes, I
snack.
think that must be it because the
Yeah.
line was not long other times.
Okay.
But but yes. Um So when we were staying at French Quarters one time, our friends are local. And because French Quarters and Riverside don't have the Skyliner, or they don't have things that pull people trying to just like steal parking there,
Hmm.
she was very easily able to tell the guy up front, I don't know what she told him, but and she just parked, came waltzing in with her three kids and swam with us during the day.
Wow. Okay.
Yes. So I probably shouldn't say that.
I feel like it
But
happens all the time, though. I'm sure it happens all the
yes,
time.
even one time we were at Riverside. I don't know why it's always these two hotels, but we were at Riverside one time and I heard a lady. Now, she could have stayed the night, but that was not the vibe I got. She
Hmm.
was like, "We have school tomorrow. We have to go." And I was like, "School tomorrow? Like, are you just swimming here?" And then I have seen many people talk about, like, when this was coming out, many comments, when people had made videos about this resort hopping thing and the
Hmm.
conspiracy and all this. Um, so many people were commenting about how they have overheard people proudly talking about how they're local and they have been sneaking into Disney pools. Um,
Wow.
so they're also cracking down on that at Riverside and French Quarters.
Hmm.
They now are checking your bands before you go into the pool area and giving you a colored wristband like they do at Yacht and Beach Club. Yeah, so now they're giving you a colored band to wear that day, and the band changes every day. So they're
Oh,
even cracking
interesting.
down on that. And I was like, I played into that because people did it. People pool
Yeah.
hopped, and yeah. So I am for that, especially when we were there during Christmas time, and I don't know if this is going to um affect the monorail resorts because we were just talking. I had watched a TikTok last night of a guy who was at Magic Kingdom and he wanted to go to the Polynesian. So he was seeing if this was affecting park guests too, or if it's just Disney Springs. And he was able from Magic Kingdom to get on a monorail, go to the Polynesian, and there was no one checking magic bands or anything like that at this time. I mean, that, who knows? Who knows? But as of right now, it looks like if you're at a park, you can still take Disney transportation to a resort. So it looks like they're really just cracking down at Disney Springs for that free people trying to get free parking, even though that is like a big walk around. But anywho,
Yeah. No, that it's more effort than the $35 is worth.
yes, right. So yeah, they're
Yeah.
saving
So
$35, but it's taking an hour.
in my opinion, Disney time is money. So I'm
Yes,
gonna take the most convenient route. I did have a video that went like I would say like I don't know what people classify viral as, but on TikTok it got over 200K
that's a
views.
lot.
So in my mind, that's viral to
That's
me.
viral.
I feel like that's viral to me. There were so like the comments were out of control. People were arguing all sorts of things. It's basically what we're talking about: speculation this, speculation that, and well, what about annual pass holders? And people were like, annual pass holders get free parking, so why are they even the
Yes.
ones messing up at Disney Springs? Um, so I feel like it's not so much to get to every resort, but I do feel like it is certain resorts that people are trying to kind of like circumvent the parking thing. And I do feel like people who just wanted to go get a beignet, I do feel a little sad for them, but it's
Yeah.
okay. Like overall, I feel like it's worth it. Um,
I wonder though if they're at a Disney park, could they still take transportation
yeah,
to
they can,
Riverside? Or yeah, it's just Disney
yes,
Springs.
yeah. It's just it's just like you can't go to Disney Springs for the day and then we'll go run get a beignet. I feel like that little fairy tale
Yeah.
story they broke that for them. So I mean,
Yes.
but there are other ways to get there. And I saw a TikTok of where now at as you're going to walk to go get onto the boats at Disney Springs, they are checking almost kind of like what it looks like when you go in for early park entry, where like somebody just scans and you tell how many people
Yes.
are in your party. And the girl had an iPad and it just, I guess it showed them valid and they were able to keep walking. So it doesn't look like it's going to be anything that's like impedes the amount of time it takes to get on the buses or potentially on the boats. It looks like it will be a smooth
Yeah.
process. Disney is usually good about ironing that stuff out pretty quick. So
Yes.
I'm happy. I'm pro.
Me too. And not that I don't want non-resort guest people to go to the monorail resorts, but the holiday season when we were there and we went and did like the
Oh.
hopping from the resorts to see the gingerbread houses and stuff, the
Mm-hmm.
lines were ridiculous. And I just kept thinking, I would never want to stay at the Polynesian or the Contemporary or the Grand Floridian during the holidays because those lines to get on the monorail were ridiculous. So, but I don't
It
know.
was crazy.
That was crazy. I did see that they aren't bringing back the gingerbread house at the Grand Floridian, and I
The
wonder
Polynesian.
if
Yeah.
it's because of this, you know? I think there's still going to
I
be
don't know.
something.
I saw that as well.
There's
But
still going
what?
to be something
Like,
about no. It's just not going to be the
yeah, I
big
don't know.
house that they usually have, the big gingerbread house.
I'm but they're still gonna do it at the other deluxe resorts? Like
Yes, they said that there would be a different just
it's
like it's just going to be a different display, but I don't think it's going to be as grand as grandiose as the gingerbread house. It kind of made me sad. That definitely makes me sad, but
yeah.
we'll see.
I
I
know. I
guess
don't
they
like
didn't
when
have it.
a tradition is broken.
I know, I don't like it. But so I was thinking if it did affect like resort non-resort people being able to resort hop at all, I was like, oh, well, that's fine. But then I was like, well, one time, Leanne and I, we were staying at Universal and we went over to Disney and just did resorts. I'm trying to even think of where did we? Oh, we Ubered. We Ubered over. That's what we did. We didn't have a car. So we just Ubered over and it was
Yeah.
fine. Um, but if they did stop the resort hopping, we wouldn't have been able to do that day because we started at the Riviera and we went to all around and took buses and boats. And so I hope that that doesn't stop because that was really fun. But I am happy about them cracking down about the pool hopping because there's nothing worse than
Yeah.
not being able to find a chair at the resort. I did see a video, and I don't know if it was just time of day, but she was like, "Oh, it looks like the cracking down at Port Orleans French Quarters and Riverside has really helped," because she was filming like all these empty chairs. Again, I don't know what time of day it was. It could have been like early in the morning, not midday when everyone's taking a break.
Right.
But that's where they're really cracking down is Riverside French Quarters with the pool, and you still have to obviously check at Yacht and Beach Club. I'm surprised they don't at the Polynesian, and maybe they do sometimes, but when Leanne and I were doing our resort hopping that day, we were able to just walk right into the Polynesian pool and take some videos and walk around. So I imagine they're going to crack down a little bit more on the pool hopping because there was many people in the comments talking about
Yeah.
locals they heard coming boastfully.
Yeah,
So,
when we were just at Caribbean Beach, we were just at Caribbean Beach in May and no one checked to see if we were supposed to be there for the pool. We just walked right in, which is interesting because like at Universal, I feel like they're super strict and like you do have to scan um
yes,
when
but
you
they
go there
allow,
for the pool. So that's odd. They do let you pool hop, but I'm
yes,
saying like you can't even get into their pool area without scanning to get in to show that you're
yes.
meant to be on property. So it's interesting that Universal is a little more strict on that than Disney.
That is. I totally forgot that Universal even checks. I didn't even remember that.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
guess the few times
Yeah,
we've
you have to
gone,
scan.
it's been like winter and we didn't even swim. But yeah, especially that Adventura because the
Hmm.
that walkway to Volcano Bay is right there. So,
Yep.
anyways, I did see in the comments someone was saying that sometimes at Caribbean Beach they do have someone. So it also seems to be inconsistent as to if they're
It could
checking
just be the
people.
time of year.
Yes, so I guess May wasn't
Yeah. Maybe it's just when they know it's like, I bet this weekend for the July 4th weekend, they're going to be,
Oh,
I'd be interested
cracking
to see all the
down.
videos that come out of this weekend where they're cracking down. Like all the people that want to go to like the Polynesian to watch the fireworks from like Magic for July 4th. I bet that people are going to
Yes.
be so upset. People
Again,
are going to
I
be so
feel bad
upset.
for
I
the
can
people
imagine
that
that that
paid
is going to
top
be,
dollar to stay at the
no,
Polynesian,
exactly.
and their beach every night is full of
100%.
people watching fireworks. And 90% of those people that
Yes.
are on the beach are not staying there for sure. So
No,
I'm fine if
no.
they crack down even more.
I think I'm too. I'm not a local, so it does like if
I
I was
know, I
taking
know.
advantage of some of those like free Disney things as a local, I would be upset. I can see your point, but I live in South Carolina. We always pay to stay on property.
Exactly. It's not going to
We're not going
affect
to ever
me.
not pay to stay on property.
Yes.
So like for people coming out of town and we pay sometimes a lot of money to stay at these different places, I am so
Yes.
happy that they are cracking down. It should be a pay to play situation. And
Yeah.
that's my stance on it.
I
Yep.
agree. And our friends, we usually meet up with them in the parks, but that particular trip we didn't do parks. Well, we went to Epcot one day, and then they came to the resort on a Saturday and met up with us and we just hung out. So it wasn't like they did it every time we would go down. Usually we meet up in the parks, but that one particular time, and
Yeah.
I was like, I was a nervous wreck. I was like, oh my gosh, she's coming. Like, how is she going to get in? Well, if she doesn't get in, then we'll just go to Disney Springs and go hang out. And she just comes waltzing right in. I was like, okay, I guess we're fine. So we've only really done it that one time. But yeah,
Yeah.
so we were
I'm
part of
sure
the
that there's people who
contributors.
take advantage of it. Yeah, but I'm sure that there are people
Yes.
who take advantage of it on the regular. So,
Yes. Well, she was like, oh, don't worry, we'll get in. I was like, okay, don't give them my name because I don't want them to kick me out. But
that's
no,
right. Yeah, I don't know
this is
you.
a
I
good
don't know
thing.
you if we get
No, I
caught.
don't know you. I don't know you. No. So, well, we will see if more of this unfolds. But right now, it looks like it's just affecting Disney Springs. Like, you just have to have an advance reservation or staying on property in order to use the buses and the boats there. So, that's what it looks like. Well, wait, if you're a resort guest, you
Yep.
can still use any bus, right? At Disney Springs?
Yeah, if you're a
Like, they're
resort
not
guest, you can
scanning
still
at the
use any bus
buses.
and you can
They're scanning at the beginning of the buses, like before you enter the bus area.
I don't
I
I
don't think
haven't
they're
seen
scanning at the
where they're
buses.
scanning at for that part. There's no
I
way they're
thought
scanning at the buses. They would have to scan at, you know how they, when you exit Disney Springs to go to the
yeah,
buses, like, and they have those little like pathway things. I would imagine they're
yes,
scanning right in there
yes,
as you exit the one exit that's only for the Disney Spring buses. I would imagine they're
yes.
checking right in there, not
Yeah,
once you
that's
get onto the bus. There's no way they can
no,
expect the bus drivers
the
to do
bus
that.
drivers to do that. Yeah, that was my take too, that it
No.
is before. So if you're staying still on property, you can still catch a bus to a different resort at Disney Springs. You just can't be a local or not
Yeah,
have any reservation. So yeah, it won't affect me
exactly.
because, like
Yep.
you said, I'm always going to be on Disney property. So,
Yeah, same.
well, thanks for chatting this up with me, Amanda. And yeah, we'll see where this takes us. But thank you,
All right.
everyone.
I can't wait to see all the videos from this weekend that come out about July 4th and what
I
happens.
know.
So I can't wait to
Me
see.
too. Agree, agree. So to be continued. But if you or your loved one wants to book a trip with us or go to a Disney resort, make sure you email us at sales@galvantgalstravel.com and remember to like and follow and subscribe so you can keep up with everything that's going on. Okay, I just stopped it.